Hey folks, Craig Danger on the record player. Hey, back again, and today we're here to talk about my 10, I would say, favorite pickups of 2024. So is it a vanity project? Hey, call it what you want, friends. But what I can tell you is you're going to be looking at 10, sparklingly classic LPs, in my opinion. Just picked up this year. Some of them were intentional, some of them were just great finds. So stick around. May even have a bonus selection or two for you. So hey, do like you would normally do with Craig Danger. Get settled, but also buckle up. And we're back. So I'm just gonna rip into these best picks of 2024 by the Craig Danger, the Vinyl Record Player channel. These are basically records I picked up this year that, I can't stop listening to. They too good. A bit of a classic right here. First off, why don't we start with Terry Reid, TR, as he's known, I think, to nobody, to be fair. Terry Reid, Bang Bang, your Terry Reid. I believe it's from like 68, 69. One of those albums that did not sell a lot of LPs in the United States, but managed to pick this one up. He also has a self-titled from a similar period. Wow, it's a great album. Early Terry Reid. Of course, one of my grails of all time is, of course, 1976's Seed of Memory by Terry Reid. But you know what? This is also really classic stuff. More garagey. Obviously, a little brief story about Terry. Terry was almost the lead singer in Led Zeppelin, friends. Well, he almost was. But basically, he had touring commitments. He was actually supporting the Stones in the United States. He had a couple albums in the late 60s. Got in a huge fight with his producer, Mickey Most, who is also known for producing the Animals. And basically kind of just did nothing for a bunch of years. He did release, I believe it was River, which is a great one. Still looking for that one in about 72. And then after that, he was just touring and flipping around until about 76. Again, another story of really great talent, kind of unfortunately screwed over by management. But Bang Bang, your Terry Reid, this is a good one. If you do see this one, it's highly worthy of a pickup. Terry Reid, great singer, great guitarist. He's great, but also, as you might see on the Craig Danger channel, very underrated. So Bang Bang, your Terry Reid. I'm going to say 68, 69. And I just want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing. I mean, if you haven't done that, you can go ahead. I'll wait. Okay, but anyway, just because obviously liking and subscribing helps, get the video out there, people watch it. Craig Danger doesn't get rich from YouTube, I'll tell you that. Woo! Anyway, while we're here, what are your best pickups of 2024? Put them in the comments. I would love to hear about it. I mean, it doesn't have to be a 2024 album, because honestly, I don't think I bought a 20... Oh, I did. I bought one. It's really great. London Grammar. Don't forget that one. London Grammar. Like, subscribe, and again, thanks for tuning in to the old Craig Danger. Ooh, this one was fun. This is fun. How about this? How about Love Revisited? This is on the Electro label. This is probably like I'd imagine from, 72 or something like that. Love, hard to hate on Love, obviously. The reason why I don't have very many, I think I have For Sale, which was about their third album. The reason why I don't have very many Love albums is dang, they expensive. Obviously, Forever Changes is kind of their opus, but they have the self-titled debut. This kind of gathers that earlier period. Love, of course, with Arthur Lee. Arthur Lee was kind of the brains behind it. On the other hand, though, there were other members, particularly in the Forever Changes era, that just didn't really kind of get the respect. But really, that Forever Changes record is fantastic. And of course, there are a few tracks from that on this. But yeah, fun little compilation. I mean, it's hard to hate on it. You got the band looking just all cool and sort of mid to late 60s on the back. Love. Really hard to hate on Love. I mean, who can hate on Love is what Craig Danger said. I mean, right? Anyway, Love Revisited, just a fun little compilation, kind of a greatest hits here. And even though, to be fair, they didn't really have any hits. I was going to say many. Take away that M, and you got any hits, let's be real. But, Love, definitely a group to be explored. Obviously, very good stuff. Arthur Lee and Love Revisited, a little compilation. Oh, just pick this one up actually for 3 bones. How about one of my favorite Canadians of all time in terms of singer-songwriting? Talking about Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown. Actually, just picked this up a couple of weeks ago, but this one, to get this one for 3 bones, get out of here, man. And I would say that actually, if you're looking for Gordon Lightfoot LPs, you can get them cheap, baby. Him, I would say Lou Rawls. There are certain artists, my next artist. There are certain artists where, like, you know what, you can pick up those LPs all day for under 5 and 10. And certainly Gordon Lightfoot. Sundown, of course, was the big hit off of this one. And really good LP. I think at this point this would be kind of one of Gord's sort of peaks. And from here, I think he had a lot lesser sales and sort of success in the later 70s. But this is still peak Gord from the of course the Reprise label. Of course, I'm a fan of the United Artists era. The initial, my favorite album, of course, being Lightfoot! Exclamation point, which I think is his best album. It's just me. It's just Craig Danger talking. But hey, Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown. Pick this one up for 3 bones. Can only be one of my 10 best pickups of the year. Because wow, did I say 3 bones? $3, friends. $3. Another $3 special right here. Whoa! How about Volunteers? A little bit of the Jefferson Airplane. It's interesting. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on in here. Some stuff. Anyway, you know what? This one is so available. But a good friend of mine, shout out to Seth here on the channel. He's a big Jefferson Airplane fan, and he always sort of big ups this LP, along with Surrealistic Pillow, which again is probably the one album that you're going to have to pay up for. Not a lot of original copies. You'll pay up for that. And there are re-releases of that one, but any re-release you're going to spend 20 to 30 to 40 bucks on. But Volunteers, woo, you can get that in the bin all day for $3. And you know what? Listen to this one. It's a fun album. Really good listen. Kind of its time. I think this is probably 67, 68. But, very good. And, made me kind of think again about the Jefferson Airplane. Obviously, Surrealistic Pillow is a great one. But you know what? This one's fun, too. And, it kind of made me rethink a little their stuff. I might be looking for some of that stuff from the late 60s at least. Probably going to stay away from Starship and the Jefferson Starship. But on the other hand, Volunteers. Pick this up for $3 all day, friends. And like I say, it's a fun album. You can get this streaming too. Just check it out. But it's very cool. Very cool. A little bit of a classic that I picked up in... I've been on a Tyrone tip all year, baby. Tyrone Davis, Homewrecker. That's right, friends. Watch out. Hey, if your wife or your daughter's around and Tyrone's around, hey, watch those ladies. Watch, because Tyrone's watching them. That's all I'm saying. Because he's a homewrecker, friends. But anyway, Tyrone Davis, he's one of those kind of soul stars that kind of, passed me a little bit. But I was in Vancouver doing some shopping, picked up this and another album from about 73, I think. This one's from 74. And I just been scooping Tyrone albums all year because he is great. This, of course, is on the Dakar label. I think this is definitely a repress because the condition this one was in is, I got this for like, 14 Canadian bones. And I'm like, that's way too cheap, dude. This is definitely some kind of a repress, but very good. I always recommend Tyrone. He's really good. At least, let me say, not fully. I think after 76, you might want to leave Tyrone alone. But, funky work between about 69, 70, and 75. I also picked up Turning Point this year, which was his last album, I think, on the Dakar label. Again, he's starting to fade a little bit in terms of his initial funkiness, as still observed on Homewrecker. In fact, there's some songs on here that kind of, surprised me. I realized how much he influenced later soul and really kind of dub and later sort of dub stuff and all that stuff. But Tyrone Davis, Chicago's own Tyrone Davis, Homewrecker from 1974. Another one of Craig Danger's 10 favorites of the year. Woo! And this one, come on. Sisters Love. Oh yeah, Sisters Love. This is a compilation on Mo West of basically their singles. Sisters Love was basically this sort of a background singing group, a la the Sweet Inspirations. They were on Mo West, which of course is what happened. It was a subsidiary that Motown set up when they moved to LA from Detroit. And Sisters Love, bangers, man. Just, whoa, really fantastic stuff. Obviously, the monster hit is Gimme Your Love. And then, of course, there's You Got My Mind, which is like, you got my mind, and with my mind comes my body. And Sisters Love. Sisters Love know how to do it. But yeah, this is a fantastic record. I'm a huge Sisters Love fan. This is basically their only record. They did release some other singles on, I believe, A&M. Maybe I believe even producer John Flores may have been involved in the A&M stuff. But this compilation, I got this on Amazon, but I'm never gonna find this in the wild. And yeah, Sisters Love, super underrated, sort of backup group that tried to make it out there on their own. But of course, on Motown, you're not Marvin Gaye and you're not Stevie Wonder. We don't care. We won't promote you. You will get no promotion from us, says Berry Gordy. Well, he didn't say that, but he kind of did. Actions louder than words when it comes down to Mr. Berry Gordy. But with love, Sisters Love. Ooh, it's a fantastic record. Compilation of the singles, but end to end, really, really fantastic LP. One of my favorites. Oh, for the lovers. I believe I called this what I've called before on the channel, the Craig Danger, the vinyl record player channel. I believe I called this an adulterer's buffet, and ooh, is it ever. Classic. Obviously, opening up with Shacking Up, because, we don't need no papers. All we need is this love. But yeah, no, this is a really great record. It's a lover's record. I mean, obviously, I think one of the songs on this is like, you, her, or me, and it's just like, wow, so this man that they're loving has three choices. Respect for that optionality, 70s man who Barbara Mason is chasing. But whatever the case, Barbara Mason loves the thing. It's a fun album. I picked this up really late, in Canada last year, and then, but this year it's been one of my listens of the year. Like, I picked it up end of December in Winnipeg, Manitoba, as a matter of fact. But I've been listening to this, ripping this one all year long. Oh, it's a really good record. Pretty ballad heavy, but she funkies it up. Barbara Mason definitely anything kind of early. You can probably stretch the gamut, go from her late 60s into her sort of mid 70s work, and it's all really fantastic stuff. All of it on, of course, the Buddha label. Love's a Thing from 75. Woo, love that one. It's a killer. Oh, since we're still in 75 and we talking ladies. Oh, sexiest voice. Sexiest lady records what? How about the sexiest song ever released? How about Rockin' Chair by Gwen McCrae? So anyway, I've been looking for this. You're never going to find this in the wild on the Cat label. And you know what? I was like, it's got Rockin' Chair and maybe a couple other jams possibly, and then it'll be just ballads. You know what? No. Gwen's like, no, how about we do all bangers and involve the Little Beaver? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Gwen's in charge. Gwen is sexy and in charge. And wow, this album blew me away, actually. There's maybe, I think the final track on this one, we could skip that one. We could take that off the LP. And then you would have absolute 100% perfection. But even that last track is good. But yeah, wow. This really kind of surprised me. Really, really good album. And again, I don't know where you're going to get this in the wild. This sold a good amount of copies because, of course, the sexiest song ever recorded, the title track, Rockin' Chair, of course, did go to number 9 on the Billboard charts. So it was a huge hit for Gwen, and this album did sell. This was originally released, of course, without Rockin' Chair as Gwen McCrae in 74. But you know what? Cat gets smart, releases Rockin' Chair, puts this out with Rockin' to start the LP. But you know what? The first, Gwen McCrae, also banger LP. So the fact is it sold some, but I've never seen this in the wild. And Gwen, she was kind of a discovery over the past couple of years, but really happy to get this one. I think I just ordered this one on Discogs, gotta be honest, because I was just like, I'm not gonna see this in the wild. Still haven't seen it in the wild, but it's a great one. Rockin' Chair, Gwen McCrae. I would even call this my sole acquisition of the year. Because, come on. Such a great album. A little bit of a surprise for me. Picked this one up in the $3 or 3 bone, also $3 bin. The World We Knew, Frank Sinatra from '67. You know what? I just saw this one. If it's got that blue dot, you know that's been in the 3 bone bin, baby. And Frank Sinatra, The World We Knew. This is really good. This actually kind of a little bit surprised me. People always talk about the Nelson Riddle sort of 50s stuff, but Frank's still macking in the mid and late 60s, definitely. In fact, this kind of really stoked the old Danger's hunger for more Frank Sinatra. The World We Knew, this is really good. It also, obviously, I think the hit on this one would be Frank and Nancy, Something Stupid, which is good. But this is all really good, really kind of rich production. Jimmy Bowen on the production on this one. But this is actually still in shrink. Random. There's the chairman on the back looking good on the Reprise label. But yeah, you know what? Really, really good stuff. In fact, whenever I see Sinatra now, I'm picking it up. I'm not saying that I'm getting into my golden years, but I don't know. There's something about that sound. Really, really good stuff. You know, I love the strings anyway. But The World We Knew. This was a real surprise. Really listenable album. Great sort of Sunday record. And I mean, the voice. We don't really have to talk much about how amazing the voice is. Frank Sinatra, The World We Knew from '67 on the Reprise label. Woo! Really good. $3. Got that for $3. And of course, next, we'll talk about Aswad from '76. This is their debut self-titled LP. Really fun album. A little British reggae. Always looking for the reggae. I'm always halted very strongly by the high prices of reggae. Now, I assumed if you were like in Jamaica, you could, actually that would be a great record trip, wouldn't it? How about a little record shop field trip to Jamaica? You could get some banger records there for cheap. But in North America, specifically Southern California, hard to get reggae records for good prices. This one I think was about $14-15. Very impressive record. I have to admit, I did not know Aswad that well at all. But, this is really good. And look at this cover. Come on. That's a banger cover. And, of course, you take a look at the gentleman in the band on the back. Wow. All really good stuff. Impressive album. I got to say, whenever I'm able to pick up a reasonably priced reggae record for under $20, which is, again, not easy, I'm going to do that. And Aswad from '76. Worth a listen. Check it out. And, of course, we'll end it off here with a bit of a bonus selection because, of course, I already have this one. This, of course, is Young, Gifted, and Black by Aretha Franklin on the Atlantic label from '72. Anyway, picked this one up in the $5 bin in what I would call very good condition. Scott Carter, apparently, on this one. Sorry, Scott. Craig Danger has your record, sucker. He's got your record. And you know what? Really, really good pressing. This is original pressing. The reason why I bought this is that this is the re-release on the yellow vinyl. My issue with this one is, you know what? It's a little noisy. It's really loud. It's like they hyped up the gain on this dog, and it just is. It's a lot to listen to. It's almost a battle. The levels are so high on the record that it's like, what the hell? Well, you know what's going to solve that? How about a less good condition I would say definitely much better sounding pressing. This may in fact, be like an 80s repress. Not sure, but what I do know is that it sounds way better than that new pressing, which I think you don't always see, but sometimes you get it. Like I say, this is from sometime in the 2010s, and I just think it's a very loud pressing. But not comfortably loud. More like, why? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? kind of loud. So anyway, yeah, final great buy of the year. Of course, Young, Gifted, and Black, Aretha Franklin. Bit of a classic. But again, getting that on that original press on the Atlantic label is exactly what I was looking for. So, hey, what can I say? Like, subscribe. Thanks for hanging around to the end. I think it's something like 90+% of people who watch my videos are not subscribers. If you're one of those people, just hit that button. Come on, hit the button. Hit it. Very easy, man. Like, you just give it a little click. Oh, all of a sudden you're subscribed. You hit the bell. You hit all, and all of a sudden you're like Craig Danger in your stereo. I guess more on your screen. Doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in. And you know what? Yeah, happy 2025. And hey, I'm going to see you on the next one.